Why mayor? Why do you want to be mayor?
Well, I feel that with my background, with the people I know in the community, I feel I enjoy a very good reputation in town.
Tell us a little bit about that background.
A lot of people know me. I've got a lot of friends here, business people know me. Obviously, the legal community, people in the legal community know me. I think I'm honest. I consider myself to be a person very, high character and values, and I say what I mean. I've seen in the city a certain sense of deterioration and diversity that has increased, not decreased, over time. And a lot of things, decision-wise, policy-wise, that I've seen taking place. Well, for example, when the RNC show was canceled, that was like a big thing to me, that I thought those types of venues are important to have for the city because they're a way of bringing in money and bringing people together, as an example.
What would you have done?
What would you have done to keep it here?
Well, as I would with other things with the city, you have to look at it from a business perspective. Go to the people that are going to be sponsoring it, try to create an incentive that's, going to be palatable to them and palatable to the community.
You don't think the city did that?
I don't think they did, not to a good degree, no. I mean, they pulled out of it. And the thing is that, those types of venues, I think you need to have more of those venues within the city. We are not some backwoods community. We're a major metropolitan epicenter, and those are the types of things that people would expect to see in a city like this. I mean, if you look at Miami, if you look at other cities that are port cities, I mean, they have those types of functions. They have those types of things.
But you lived in Wilton Manors. When did you move to Fort Lauderdale?
Last summer.
And had you ever lived in Fort Lauderdale before that?
No, I have not. But Wilton Manors is just 5 minutes north of here. I've been working in the city now for almost 20 years. And,
Where are you in downtown?
Yeah, I was a prosecutor down here and then in private practice. So,
how well do you know the rest of the city?
Well, you got to remember I grew up in South Florida. So, I mean,
I grew up in South Florida too. I have no idea what Fort Lauderdale.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, the thing is that, I've been here, through the changes that took place with spring break. And when I'm saying I've been here, I've been visiting the city, I've been involved with the city, I have friends in the city. And those changes, a lot of them good, some of them not so good. When you come off 95, and you come down the downtown corridors, or you come off Broward Boulevard or Sunrise, I mean, those areas need to be developed better, because that's the first impression, it's the first thing you see within the city, as an example of that.
Let's take that one. How do you address that?
Well, I think you need to bring in more green zones in those areas. You need to further the development in those areas, which I really think, and I think everyone would agree, has not taken place. I think it's been woefully inadequate with the past administrations.
Is there a way to do that in this kind of economic climate?
I think there is. I think if you look at the city, if you take a pessimistic or a negative approach, nothing's going to happen. You've got to be optimistic. I've met with various leaders in the African American community. I've gone out. I've asked for their input. I've said to them, listen, tell me what concerns you see. What problems have you had? I'm running for mayor. Tell me. I'm here. I'm a sponge. Tell me.
Well, how do you, for example, green zones, how do you bring more green zones into those areas?
You have areas that are just sitting there with nothing taking place. There's no development taking place. They're eyesores. And, that's part of my platform, is with the green zones, with the alternative energy, with the green technology. We have a absolute golden opportunity here to not make this just the capital of the state in terms of, or the center of that in the state, but not even the country, but really the world. I mean, we have that potential. And
point to one area, such area, and then tell us how you would convert it from what it is now to what you envision.
Okay, well, say, for example, some of the warehouse areas are the areas that are developed and barren, okay? you go out there, now there's people out there that are willing to come in
Mhm.
and do green technology, alternative energy, renewable energy sources. So do we have the space to accommodate that? Yes, obviously we have the space to accommodate that. Can we create incentives for them to come here and do that?
Mhm.
Absolutely we can do that. Do we have the raw goods or the product for them to do that? Well, that's a no-brainer. Of course we do. We have the solar, we have the water, we have the geothermal, we have the wind. We have everything here. We're a port city. Everything here exists for that. And when I've spoken to these people that are involved in these various types of businesses, all of them are enthusiastic and all of them are very eager to come into the city and do those types of things. Based on my review and discussions with people that have been involved in the government, that's really not taking place.